Welcome to another episode of the INH show, talking about geek culture, news and lifestyle.
Yep.
We're back. We had a little bit of a hiatus.
Yes, we had a bit of a break because I've been, during that time I went to Japan, which was pretty cool.
No need to brag about it.
3 weeks in Japan. Anyone who knows me has probably seen all my Facebook pics and stuff like that. And
Why don't you give another plug? Instagram at?
What was it? Is it at 11 Teen Media?
You don't even know your own
Instagram? No, I don't.
Well,
I don't expect people to follow it. I don't expect to plug it all the time, so I'm pretty sure it's at 11 Teen Media.
Very humble, very humble. Well, at Dr. Koo After Dark, just in case people are wondering.
Mm-hmm.
But we're back, and we're going to get into it, our episode, in a moment. But I just want to give a quick shout out to 42 Geek Street.
Oh, yeah.
Because their TV show is back on Channel 31 for anyone in Melbourne.
Yep.
And 10:30 Friday nights. Watch the show, support them, and keep an eye on their Facebook page, the INH show, and also 42 Geek Street, because we will let you know when we make our triumphant return.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Something to look forward to.
Mm. But today's episode, I guess we wanted to talk about, and this is a little bit delayed, but you can tell in the background on the computer, Jurassic World. You've watched it, I've watched it. Wait, did you watch it on release day?
No, I didn't see it release day. Did you watch it release day?
Yeah.
Was it crowded?
Yeah.
Now, by this stage, at the time of this recording, it's broken whatever records, right?
It has.
Does that not stun you? I'm quite
doesn't stun
impressed.
me at all.
Really?
Doesn't stun me at all, because it's Jurassic Park. That was a huge. Well, maybe it was during our era when we were growing up. It was huge, right? No one's done anything like that before with the visuals and all that sort of stuff. So it doesn't surprise me that Jurassic World is like, I guess, I don't know if it's just that nostalgic sort of reminder for all the people that actually went nuts over Jurassic Park.
I anticipated it to be popular, but to be breaking these records, I thought it was quite incredible. I mean, Chris Pratt, we all love him, all the geeks love him, and rightfully so, but I don't think he's like a big A-list leading man just yet.
He's getting there,
I think that's fair to say. Yeah, he's getting there.
That being said, you're absolutely right. I do feel exactly the same way that Chris Pratt, I don't think he's an A-lister, but I think Guardians of the Galaxy took him over the line to sort of say, wait, look, check out this guy. He can do a lot more than, Parks and Recreation.
Well, I mean, I only know him from Wanted. Yeah, and we're talking about big screen. Right. Obviously we don't know him from Parks and Rec. But anyway, it's breaking all sorts of these records, and I guess we contributed to it. So we can say we are record holders to some degree because we played a part in it. Did you like the movie? Let's give our spoiler-free little synopsis of it first.
So, did I like the movie? I absolutely did. Is it because it brought back a lot of nostalgic feelings for me? Probably, yeah. Did I think that the movie was on par with Jurassic Park? Yes. As an overall, I really liked it. I thought that some parts were cheesy, it was lame. Not in a bad way, but it is what it is, right? What can you do with dinosaurs and, what else can you do, really?
Well, I guess we'll find out in the sequel, because I imagine there will be a Jurassic World 2. Jurassic Planet or something, whatever the next one's going to be.
Maybe it is Jurassic Planet.
Jurassic Universe.
Jurassic Continent. But one thing that I will say is it is a very predictable movie. It definitely is a kid-friendly movie from what I feel.
I don't think it's kid-friendly at all.
Really? I thought it was alright.
It's pretty gruesome.
It is, but I thought it was okay.
I wouldn't take a 12-year-old
I wasn't
to watch
scared or anything. But basically, one thing is that I did call out spoiler territory. Can I do
We're getting to spoiler territory.
I'm calling it out now.
Whoa. Before we get into spoilers, I'll just say that I recommend you watch the movie. I don't have quite as glowing praise of the movie. Okay, I think it's an okay movie.
Just okay?
Just okay.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Better than Jurassic Park? On par? Or worse?
It's better than Jurassic Park, but the thing is, you got to understand that Jurassic Park was 1992 or 93. We saw it when we were kids, and it could never captivate us the same way that Jurassic Park did. And in fact, the movie even has that sort of the subtext of the movie was that kids these days, they can't handle it. Just dinosaurs isn't enough. We'll get into the story aspect of it later on, but let's now get into. So that's our recommendation. Go watch it. Contribute to the big box office records. Let's get into the spoiler territory. What did you want to talk about?
All I wanted to say was that I called out, like, the day before I actually went and watched the movie, Dave was messaging me. He's like, oh, have you watched it yet? No, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I said to him, does the big water sort of alligator sea dinosaur kill the what, Indominus? Indominus?
Yeah.
Rex, or whatever they call it.
What? What made you think that?
Because in the advert, they mentioned that the Indominus Rex was made to be bigger than a T-Rex, and T-Rex at this stage in the Jurassic Park franchise was the biggest, right? And then on top of that, in the advert, that the water one, you can tell is huge. It's going to be bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And back in those era, the prehistoric era, the bigger you are, the top of the food chain you are. It's not about smarts or... Do you know what I mean?
To some, yeah.
That's how I worked it out, and I picked out that it...
Well, congratulations for being such a brilliant...
A detective.
A savant, because I didn't... Well, if you've seen the movie, then obviously that is, to an extent, what happens. Yes, that big whale, whatever dinosaur is, does...
Alligator thing.
Yeah, end up being the one who,
Crocodile.
Finishes it off. But the movie itself, so the subtext of it was... I thought it was very self-referential to not only the first Jurassic Park, because they actually go to Jurassic Park.
Yes.
And they pull out a lot of scenes. Like, there's the scene where the Indominus Rex tries to grab them before they fall off, and, there was something like that in the first Jurassic Park. So they called back to a lot of it before.
They do.
And even in the pods, so to me it was almost like they were redoing it, but there's an actual line in the movie where they say, well, just dinosaurs isn't enough. We have to genetically engineer them. We have to make them bigger and better. Like, kids aren't impressed just by dinosaurs.
Right.
And to me, that's how it felt, this whole movie. Like, they were trying to just do
mirror
the same thing.
But
do the same thing,
but more
but
impressive
amp it up a little bit more,
like the bit where the T-Rex, in the old Jurassic Park, where they had the glass and they're holding it out and the T-Rex is
yeah.
Same thing.
It was
with
reminiscent
the
of that
bubble,
scene,
right?
yeah. Which, again, isn't a bad thing. It's not too big of a criticism.
Okay.
But it's like, well, I've been here already before, and... I guess because we're getting older, it takes more than that to impress us, right?
That's fair. I think it's a very fair call. One thing that I will say is, to me anyways, Chris Pratt acts like Chris Pratt in the movie. He is pretty much Star-Lord.
He is going to be like Han Solo, Harrison Ford sort of Indiana Jones, where he's just this roguishly charming sort of character.
He does it well, though. He does do it well.
He does it well. I think he does the best with what he has in this script. Let's get into the characters a bit now. So we're talking about Chris Pratt, Owen Creedy or something.
I
Is
don't
that his
remember
name?
the characters' names, to be honest. I've watched so many movies over the last couple of weeks that I don't remember.
Yeah. You've been to Japan. You watched a lot of movies. Great, fantastic. But
come on, man.
Anyway, his character is quite. So I think from what you see in the trailer, that's all you need to know, right? And even the Bryce Dallas Howard character. That's everything you need to know. She's like, she's the uptight woman who is all business and never has time for family. Oh, that was the other thing. The subplot was that, she doesn't have kids, and, like her sister's telling her that once you get kids, you'll, life will be so much better. That's kind of like what happened at the end of the first Jurassic Park, right?
Is it Dr. Grant? Is that his
name?
Yeah.
And Laura Dern. Laura Dern
at first he doesn't like kids, and then
and
then you see them in the copter, in the chopper, right?
Yeah. So to me, it was sort of the same sort of vibe from Jurassic Park. And again, I really enjoyed Jurassic Park, but I was in primary school back then, and it was just so mind blowing that you can actually see dinosaurs so realistic back then.
Well, I remember that the Velociraptors were scary as hell back then.
Yes,
I was so scared of them. Oh my gosh.
Well, before we get into the dinosaurs, I just want to finish up on the kids. Did you like the kids in this movie? I take it by your silence. You're trying to say in such a nice way that you don't like kids.
No, I'm okay with kids, but look, there's the two brothers, right? The younger one and the older one. The younger one is like, all right, he plays the nerdy sort of really into dinosaurs kid. Then that's fair. I think he pulls it off all right. The other one, I just wanted to slap him in the face.
You know that little kid was the guy from Iron Man 3, the kid from Iron Man 3, and I didn't like his character then. I wasn't so fond of his character even in this one, because as I said, he's that nerdy sort of character, and his acting is... I don't like being critical of kids when they act, but this guy was more emotional when he found out his parents were getting divorced and was like, I'm going to get eaten by dinosaurs, and he's crying in the train, our parents are getting divorced, but then he's running from the dinosaurs and is like, I can't believe we jumped off the waterfall, and they start laughing, it's... I don't know, I just thought that the kids were, I guess, an integral part of the movie, but, kid actors... or child characters, especially when they're used to propel the storyline, it's just not for me.
There you go.
Let's get into the dinosaurs, because that's really what we're watching Jurassic World for. That's the reason I went to see the movie.
Yep.
So in the trailer, we see that Chris Pratt is he's like a lion tamer, like a dinosaur tamer. Yeah, we've all seen the meme around. So we got raptors.
Yep.
We have T-Rex,
Yep.
and we have that big alligator one, and then we have the genetically engineered Indominus Rex. Did you like that Indominus Rex? Did you think it looked scary? No.
It looked like a cross between a Velociraptor and a T-Rex.
What did you think of the showdown, the climax, where he's fighting like the T-Rex? Did you think it was a little bit muddy how they, because these dinosaurs, they look quite similar. There's no discerning feature. I thought they could have changed the color or something.
You mean the last scene? Well, you know what? I know the dinosaurs, the Indominus Rex can change color, but it didn't for whatever reason.
Yeah, right? I think it should have. I think it should have, just to make things a little bit clearer.
Yeah, it would have been cool to see it using its powers, if you can call it that, its powers.
Yeah. Well, it is genetically.
Yeah, but using its powers more in the battle scene, in the last fight scene. But it didn't. So be it. Do I think that it was legit that of one tiny Velociraptor and a T-Rex beat the Indominus Rex when the Indominus Rex is supposed to be highly intelligent? Has arms opposed to these little things.
Yeah.
Do I think
you didn't buy it?
I didn't buy it.
Oh, but I mean, it was like a gang. It was like a 2-on-1, almost 3-on-1 with Chris Pratt. You don't think it was a fair fight? Oh, well, not a fair fight, but you don't think it was believable that it could be overcome?
No, I don't think that. Because
I think it's fine. I mean, he was in captivity for so long.
Yeah, but I thought that
it's like beating a kid.
Yeah, but I thought that they made it such a big deal that this new Indominus Rex is going to be really intelligent, really powerful, like
bigger, better, and everything.
And at the end of the day, nature still wins. Like, natural nature still wins. The T-Rex.
Well, we can't really say nature, but I mean the original.
You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. Yeah. So that's really. I would have thought that Indominus would have been like.
So well,
bam.
I thought in the fight it was very much a case where the Indominus Rex versus the Velociraptors. The raptors alone couldn't take him out.
Right.
The T-Rex alone with the Indominus Rex couldn't take him out.
Yeah, but it was one raptor and one T-Rex.
Yeah, but I mean, this is movie. This is Hollywood.
I know. It would have been more believable if it was a pack of raptors.
I think it's fine. Indominus Rex he's just escaped captivity. He's been attacked previously.
Right.
And then it takes 3 dinosaurs to finally overcome him.
Maybe.
The other problem, I mean, we're jumping around a little bit, but I just want to touch on lastly, it became a very Hollywood movie with the romance angle, right? Now, I'm a sucker for romance, but I thought it was very Hollywood and it was very quick, sudden and out of nowhere.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Well, and so that's another reason why that this movie is a good movie and it is fun. I think it's worth watching at the cinema, for sure. But I just don't think it is as brilliant as everyone says it. Well, what's the general verdict? Most people are enjoying it, right?
I don't know. I've heard a 50-50 split.
It is enjoyable. Like, we can agree on that. But you really liked it, didn't you?
You know what? I really liked it because I went in there with not a massive expectation. You know what I mean? Like, for me, it's like, oh, you know what? It's just going to bring me nostalgic feelings. Okay, I'll go in there and watch it. It's sort of like when Tron Legacy came out. A lot of people hated it. A lot of people I knew hated it.
Really?
For me, I was really biased to it because I liked the original Tron. That's the same thing with this. So, am I saying it from a very biased opinion? Yeah, definitely. I can honestly put my hand up and say I like Jurassic Park. It brought a lot of this movie brought a lot of old memories. Yeah, definitely enjoyed it. Do I like Chris Pratt? Yeah, he's an awesome actor. I really like his character in it as well. He pulls it up really well. Action scenes were great. Graphics were great. I mean, I think all the CG and all that sort of stuff. I didn't have an issue with it. So
it's hard to. We'll comment in future episodes about things like special effects because there are things I want to talk about in regards to special effects. But look, go out and watch Jurassic World. It certainly is worth your time.
I think it's worth it. Did you watch it in 3D?
No. Did you? Don't tell me.
No, I actually didn't.
No, I can't imagine it would be worth watching in 3D. Like, there's not really all that much.
It
reaches out. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, we'll wrap it up here. What did you guys think? If you guys watched it, if you haven't, make sure you check it out. Also, just very quickly, don't forget to check out our Facebook page. I believe we'll put the link somewhere here. But besides that, I guess we'll see you next time.